Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we're going to uncover one of the craziest Shopify case studies that has come out of the last year. And it's going to shed some light on one of the most interesting markets, which is the beef organ supplement market. Now, we're going to dive right into it. The store that we're talking about is called Primal Queen. And some of you e-com veterans out there have probably heard of this brand before, but if you haven't, well, today is going to be extremely educational. And even if you have heard about it, it will be very instructive either way. So basically what they do is they sell what they call superfoods, beef organ superfoods, which is pretty much beef organ supplements. Now, as you see here through this trend line, the beef organ supplement trend is absolutely popping off. This is one of the most powerful trends that we've seen come out of the last year. And despite what a lot of people may think, this is a trend that is forecasted to continue to grow exponentially, which is super cool. Now, their landing page is really interesting because what it does is it basically forces people to subscribe to the product. As you see here, it doesn't actually force them to do so, but they position the product in a way where if you don't subscribe to the product, you're almost just making a terrible decision, right? And I think that's such a brilliant way to position a subscription product. And also one of the most brilliant ways to build an e-commerce business, right? Is to build an e-commerce business based on subscription. You get monthly recurring revenue, you get a crazy lifetime value for your customers, and that's going to allow you to scale your meta ads ridiculously high, which is exactly what they're doing. So we're going to dive into this super quick. But first, I do want to announce the official launch of the Shopify Lab Accelerator platform. This is something we've been working on for a long time now, and I'm just so excited to finally release it to the public, to be honest with you. As you see here for Primal Queen, we can see that they're driving 1.6 to 1.4 million monthly visitors, and they're getting traffic from a variety of places, not just the US, which is very interesting to note. In fact, they're getting a lot of traffic from Netherlands, from Australia, from the United Kingdom, even from Spain. So they're globally expanding and growing insanely fast. You can find thousands of these trends, thousands of trending products, amazing course content, and even our global supplier so that you can source any product and ship globally, which is super powerful right now, especially with the tariffs. So make sure you check out the Shopify Lab Accelerator. We have a founding member code right now, which is only available for 20 people, so they're gonna go very fast, and it is BQuick15. So make sure you use that code to get a discount on your membership forever. But anyways, let's explore this landing page a little bit further here before we actually dive into the ads, because there's just so much to be learned from this. This is a really nice advertorial page, which is likely done with either Gem Pages, Replo, or Pagefly. Those are the three Shopify landing page builders which allow you to do stuff like this. Now, the first interesting thing here is that they don't show the price yet. They're just talking about the product. First of all, how it's rated by real primal women, clinically studied beef organ superfoods. I like the clinically studied, that gives it a lot of authority right away. While others talk, we tested. In a 12-week study, women taking Primal Queen reported 68% improved energy, 40% reduced hormonal imbalance, 83% higher satisfaction. This is such a great thing to state right here because, again, it just gives them so much authority. People just know that this has good efficacy, right? There's so many people selling supplements that have no proof to back up the fact that their supplements even do anything. And I also like how they use this sort of wording, unlock your true power, instead of just add to cart, right? A 365-day money-back guarantee. That's pretty insane. So they're just handling all your objections right away. And then they actually talk a little bit about philosophy here, the philosophy behind the brand, which also is really, really cool because it personalizes the brand. It makes it seem like something bigger than just a random product, which is super cool. Then they tell you exactly what you should expect when you buy this product, which is actually so brilliant. And it's actually a good way to handle objections too, because it just tells people exactly what they're going to get. They're not going to see any surprises besides all the benefits that they're going to get from taking the product. This is so well done. Then they do a bit of storytelling here, talking about how ancestors thrived before big pharma and processed foods. That's a really good way to do like an us versus them kind of thing, while also telling a really cool story here that's pretty compelling. Then they tell you how to use it. They show somebody using it right here. I also love that they got these vacuum sealed bags, but you can pour it into a jar that you get with this. So they give you a free jar with your order. That's really nice. You can see their state-of-the-art facility here. So they lead with a lot of transparency, which again adds a lot of authority to the brand. Then a ton of testimonials here, a little bit about the founder, which is always really smart to do. Having a founder story is so brilliant, and again, personalizes the brand, makes it feel like a person, right, rather than just a random big brand. And they're really just going hard at storytelling here. She's just telling the story of why she even founded the brand in the first place. And then boom, you get to the offer at the bottom, and then the reviews as well. So the reviews go on, and then a frequently asked questions tab. I honestly don't think you could get much better than this when it comes to a landing page. And this style of landing page allows them to go crazy with meta ads. As you see, they have 930 different active ads at the moment as we speak. And what's very interesting is that I don't know what agency they're using or if they're doing this in-house, but this is something that we do as well. They're running a lot of Spanish content on here. So they're running a lot of Spanish content targeted towards the US, which is very clever, and also can allow them to start targeting other Latin American countries or Spain, for example, in order to find some extremely high ROI audiences with Meta. As you see, they're using a lot of testimonials in the ad copy. In fact, almost every single one of their ads is doing this, which is pretty smart. I think that's a super clever ad copy because it just, again, provides authority, it makes it trustworthy, and ultimately people want to buy what other people want to buy, right? So if you just lead with a good testimonial, not only is it relatable, but it also makes people want to buy more. So let's actually scroll down to some of their oldest ads here. This isn't always the most accurate way to see their best performers, but usually if an ad has been active for a long time, it's because it's doing pretty well. So as you see, they do a lot of static ads, which is super cool, especially because with ChatGPT, you could produce some really cool images just like this one. This one's probably the best example. Don't let age steal your sleep. That's a really good one. And again, they're using the same ad copy, which is just one of their reviews. Now let's take a look at this video. This is one of their longest standing ads. Let's see what it's all about.
This is why beef organs will replace all your supplements and diets.
Beef uterus has 100 times more B12 than spinach.
Your low energy and hormonal balances are all fixed from beef.
Beef organs like uterus, fallopian tubes, ovary, heart, liver, kidney, they could give you more energy, balance your hormones, better your mood, boost your libido, and regulate your menstruation. And then they just improve your overall health.
Recall maybe like over a month ago, I came across Shelby. She was the founder of Primal Queens. What sold me was that when she shared her weight loss journey, losing a substantial amount of weight in just 60 days, and finally had the energy to do more things amongst other things.
Storytelling is so powerful in e-commerce. It's honestly, just in general, right? I mean, literally stories are everything. And I like that they have this headline here, POV, American women are resetting their hormones with beef organs. And they have so many different educational clips in this. This is such a well done ad. I'm sure at the end, you know, they do a call to action. Let's just make sure.
Game changer.
Boom, Primal Queen. That's it. Now the beef organ supplement market is currently estimated at $600 million. I think this is going to go well beyond $1 billion, and the forecast for this is looking really good. So I totally urge you guys to check out this brand and dive a little bit deeper into it. And if you have a supplement brand, take good notes on this because this is one of the best performing bootstrapped supplement brands out there right now, and they're taking a very unconventional approach to the traditional Shopify brand model. And again, if you're interested, make sure you check out the Shopify Lab Accelerator. This is such a powerful platform that I'm absolutely sure you're gonna love. And if you make it in time, make sure you use the code BQuick15 to get a discounted membership forever. But with that said, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something and that it was inspiring. I'm feeling pretty inspired by it, to be honest. But with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.